Meghan and Harry's latest efforts to reclaim public attention underline just how steep their decline in status has been over the past few years. Once hailed as rising stars within the royal family, they now appear to be angling for relevance in the same cultural space as the Kardashians, a shift that many view as both dramatic and rather dispiriting. Recent reports suggest the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have put themselves forward to appear on future episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's a striking development, given that Harry was once a prince and Meghan an established actress, yet now they seem keen to align themselves with figures whose fame is rooted in reality television and social media dominance. Rather than the prestige of royal duty or high-profile philanthropy, the couple now appear to be embracing a form of celebrity fueled by spectacle and controversy. Meghan, in particular, is said to be impressed by Kris Jenner's extensive connections to Hollywood's elite, including Kim and Khloe Kardashian. At Jenner's birthday celebration, Meghan reportedly made a point of sharing her contact details widely, signaling an eagerness to build new alliances. For some observers, this enthusiastic networking reflects a calculated attempt to reinsert herself into Hollywood's inner circles and revive an influence that has waned since stepping back from royal life. This push is about more than simply making powerful acquaintances. It speaks to a broader effort to resuscitate a stalled career. The irony is hard to miss. Meghan, who once wore a tiara and stood at the heart of one of the world's most revered institutions, now seems to be seeking opportunity in the very celebrity culture she once criticized. The contrast between the bride who stood before millions on her wedding day and the figure now courting reality television and tabloid exposure is stark, suggesting a struggle to remain relevant in a vastly different arena. Some believe this shift reveals a deeper problem. The Sussexes are no longer surrounded by the influential figures they once counted as friends. High-profile relationships with names like the Beckhams and the Clooney's appear to have faded, leaving the couple increasingly isolated in Hollywood. Turning to the Kardashians, then, looks less like a strategic choice and more like a bid for reinvention. No longer the golden pair of the monarchy, they now seem to be seeking momentum by association with reality TV royalty instead. Meghan's involvement in a documentary about the Girl Scouts, a project she has described as irresistible, further illustrates how far her trajectory has shifted. While the film is set to debut at the prestigious Sundance Film Festival and may well be meaningful in its own right, it does little to counter the perception that the couple have drifted far from the sense of duty that once defined their public roles. As they continue to navigate life after the monarchy, it appears that their early visions of immense wealth and global admiration have not materialized as hoped. Perhaps their expectations of success in the United States were overly optimistic. What now seems evident is that their quest for relevance has become less about ambition and more about staying afloat. In many respects, they have moved from royal prominence to tabloid fixation. Gone are the grand state banquets, replaced instead by late-night television appearances and, in Harry's case, public jeers. We are left watching a once-celebrated couple contend with a very public form of decline, where the promised freedom of life beyond the monarchy has not delivered what was imagined. Their story has come to symbolize the risks of chasing fame for its own sake, and how quickly public fascination can fade when the spotlight loses its shine.